everybody, and we're just doing a quick follow-up to yesterday's story about what was going on with the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega, CM Punk, aka Phil Brooks, and the rest of that whole scrum from Sunday. Last night, of course, we learned that the world title and the trios titles were vacated, and now we know a little bit more why. We still don't know the length of the suspension for the Elite, Brandon Cutler, Pat Buck, Christopher Daniels. We don't know how long their suspensions are yet. What we have learned is that CM Punk will still be employed by AEW. He has not been let go. He has been suspended. And on top of that, he is going to be out with a triceps injury for at least 8 months. Now, I don't know, because it hasn't been stated, whether the suspension is going to be served while he's out with the injury, or as we've seen in other sports where somebody has been injured and received a suspension. Perfect example would be Vontavious Burfict back in the NFL when he was suspended for 3 games for an illegal hit, but had concussed himself on that hit and missed 3 games for that. So in total, he missed a total of 6 weeks, 3 for the injury and 3 for the suspension that he served after the injury. We don't know if Punk's situation is going to be the same. So that we'll see as it goes forward and as more is learned. We have also learned that Tony Khan has asked a third party to investigate exactly what happened. So apparently that it's been a he said, she said situation. And from what Brian Alvarez, who works with Meltzer, has stated, he's contacted sources that he has within AEW, and he's talked to 5 people and got 5 different stories about what happened backstage. Yeah, the CM Punk and Elite situation, Krabby. No, we don't know the extent of the suspension that the Elite received. So no, in fact, we don't know the length of the suspension that any of them have received at this point. I mean, the way it's looking, maybe they're suspended until the independent investigation is over. We don't know. There's no details on the length of anything as of yet. The only thing that we have a time frame on is how long CM Punk's injury is going to keep him out for. And that's the at least 8 months that I had just spoke about, because, again, he tore his tricep, and, yeah, that has a long recovery time. And it's unclear whether he's already had the surgery or not as well. So, but, yeah, that's what we've got. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update, basically because we do know now how long Punk is going to be out tentatively. Again, don't know if his suspension is going to be served while he's out for the injury, or if they're going to add that on when he comes back. Don't know. There is a precedent for doing it that way, like I already said. We've seen it with the NFL. We've seen it with the NHL. We've seen it in other sports where somebody gets a suspension at the same time they're serving an injury, and the suspension doesn't go into effect until they return from the injury. So, but that's about all we got so far. We're still almost as much in the dark as we were yesterday, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah. If anything else comes up, I'm not going to do any more of these updates. We got the normal show in 2 days' time. So tune in Saturday if there's a night, 9:05 p.m. Eastern. If there is any further updates, we will talk about them at that time. So have a good time, everybody, and we will see you Saturday night.
You guys are probably really scared right now, and I understand that completely. But I get the better of the deal, and even though it's 3 versus 2, you guys are outnumbered because we're better than you guys. Yeah, we are. We're legends in our own mind compared to you guys. Even though you guys got the egos, we have got the wrestling skill. And this guy right here